Here are 3 things you need to know about your baby's early rising. The first one being that as a sleep consultant, pediatric nurse, and mother of 2, I don't subscribe to babies just having to start their day at 5:30. I've even worked with babies who start their day in the 4s purely because they're a baby or toddler. I have never ever finished a 2-week sleep support package with a baby waking in the 5s. I work to 11 to 12 hours of overnight sleep for my families, with most sitting around the 11 and a half. Then comes scheduling. I want you to make sure that your baby's first nap of the day is not too early. That can accidentally reinforce the early rise, meaning that their body clock learns, I don't have to sleep longer because I get this nice early nap. Yes, that means that you're going to have to push through to the scheduled nap time. And yes, that means that for the first few days, your baby is going to be overtired. That's just part of the early rising fix. But what I want you to do is throw out all the sleep rules out the window and fully assist your baby to sleep for that first nap so that you can help minimize the overtiredness. We don't have to expect them to self-settle, even if they know how. I also want you to make sure that your baby is warm enough. I work with so many families where we just need to increase a layer underneath or bump up the TOG rating of their sleeping bag and make a difference maybe if there's air conditioning on versus heating. Maybe your baby needs merino wool versus the more traditional sleeping bags if you've got fluctuating temperatures. Those early hours of the morning are really fragile when it comes to sleep, so if your baby is a bit chilly, they are likely to rouse and then look to start their day. Which brings me to number 3, is that often we as the parents can accidentally reinforce this early rise by getting them up, doing an extra feed, bringing them into our bed, popping on the TV. And I get it. We are all trying our absolute best and desperately wanting more sleep in those early hours of the morning. But this can program their little body clock to think, oh, something happens at this time and my favorite person ever comes in and sees me. So we want to minimize the interaction, the socialization, all the things that signal to our baby's brain and save them for closer to 7 a.m. And then it's lights, cameras, action. Now, early rising is something that I tackle with families every single week. I have 2 podcast episodes all about this, and I have an early rising module within my 5 to 12 month sleep guide and my toddler course inside my Snooze membership. My Snooze membership has everything. You will get access to every age-based guide, course, resource that I have ever made, but you will also get live weekly coaching calls with me, the community forum moderated by me and another sleep consultant, and we're even bringing in group virtual sleep training in January. You do not have to start your day at 5 or 5:30 a.m. unless you want to, because ain't nobody got time for that. So just hit the link in my bio and find out more about how I can help solve your early rising.